What's going on, everyone? Tech Me Out here, and in today's video I'm going to be talking to you about a glass screen protector with built-in smart buttons. So some of you out there may already know what I'm talking about, and others may be curious in terms of what I mean when I say a glass screen protector with built-in smart buttons. So what I have here in my hand is my iPhone 6s Plus, and installed on it I have a screen protector by Boxwave. So what the screen protector does is not only serve as a protection against drops and things like that, but it also gives me the option to use the bottom left or the bottom right corner of my device to activate whatever is found in the top left or the top right of my device, which typically is the back and forward button, but not in every case. So in reference to installing this, you don't need any apps or anything like that. You actually just have the package here, and in the package you're going to find an alcohol pad, a microfiber cloth, and a piece of tape to help remove lint and dust and things like that during the installation process. And of course, on top of all of that, you have your screen protector. So I'd say in reference to difficulty of installation, it wasn't hard at all. It was actually fairly easy. It took me maybe about 2 tries of applying it and then lifting it up again and reapplying it. And by the second attempt, I was good to go. So you're going to start by lining the screen protector with your top ports up here and then work your way down. And that's really it. Now you will notice on your screen protector that you have 2 dots at the bottom. These are going to be your smart buttons. And like I stated earlier, how this is going to work is that when you go into an app, these smart buttons at the bottom of your screen are going to serve as the option to select whatever is in the top left or top right of your device. So I think that's enough of talking about it. Let me show you how this is going to work for you in day-to-day use. So in taking a look at these applications and how they would work with the smart buttons, let's say for instance I was in an area such as my settings here, and I went into my notifications, and then I went into my 7-minute fitness application, and I decided I wanted to go back. Normally to go back we would have to tap in the top left, but now I can just tap here in the bottom left and it will go back. Now I can't hit the bottom right for it to go forward because technically there's no option up here in the top right to go forward, so that's why it's not doing anything if I were to tap in the bottom right. Now let's hop out of there and hop into another application like Tweetbot. So in an application such as Tweetbot, there's nothing in the top left for me to tap on, so that doesn't work. But in the top right, if I were to tap on the bottom right, it then gives me the option to compose a tweet, which is really cool when you think about it. You don't have to come up here and tap on the top corners anymore. Just tap down here and I can close out of that. Let's try another one like Instagram. Alright, so tap on the bottom right, pulls up my direct messages. And then if I tap on the bottom left, it will go back. So that's pretty cool. And last area, Snapchat. Let's tap on Snapchat. So let's see if I were to tap on the bottom right, what happens? It will actually flip the camera around. And if I tap on the bottom left, it turns on my flash. So that's really neat. So as you can see, it's not just a simple back and forward button. It's actually going to pull up whatever's in your top corners so that you can use this instead, which is really handy when you think about it. So as you can probably tell, it does have its pros and it has its cons. The thing that I like about it is that it's really convenient for one-handed users because it allows you to, lessen the chance of you dropping your device by maneuvering your finger up to the top left or top right to activate something, and instead having something like a shortcut at the bottom of your device to do the same thing. So no more moving your thumb all the way to that top left or top right and, having that awkward hold. You can now just move it to the bottom left or bottom right, which gives it a more natural feel. So yes, this is something like what Android users probably already have. So if you are an Android user that already uses an iPhone, this will be a very small learning curve for you. But if you only use iPhones and you've never really ever used an Android device, I will say there is a slight learning curve because you have to kind of train yourself to get used to tapping the bottom left or the bottom right. Because something I did notice during usage is that it does kind of, make the top left and top right a little bit less sensitive than it was without the screen protector. So if I happen to forget to use the smart buttons and move my finger to the top left to do something, I noticed it took like maybe 2 or 3 taps for it to actually register that I was tapping on it. And then when it did register that I was tapping on it, it was a little bit delayed. So just keep that in mind. It kind of almost forces you to use those smart buttons. The only other thing I would note is that the screen protector does not extend to the corners of your device. So my fear comes in where if I were to drop my device and the drop actually kind of started on the corner of my device, would that crack then just in essence go under the screen protector instead of actually on the screen protector because it initiated in an area that my screen protector does not cover? That would be my concern. So to combat that, if you're going to use this, I would encourage you to use a case, and because it doesn't go to the edge of your device, you can safely use the screen protector with the case. So just keep that in mind. If you're going to use a screen protector and you're concerned about the same thing that I am, I would definitely use a case. So in that case, you have the case to protect your corners and you just have the screen protector to protect your display. But if you're interested in picking one of these up or just finding out more information about it, a link for it's going to be down below in the description box. So definitely check that area out if you're interested in purchasing one. And if you want to stay updated in reference to what's going on with me, when I'm going to release a new video, what's the progress of a new video, or anything like that, my social links are going to be down below in the description box as well. But if you have additional questions or comments, drop them down below in the comment section. So, as always, thanks for taking the time out to let me tech you out.